What's up, everybody? Welcome to Podcast Now. I'm Alex, and breaking news, and I'll try to keep this relatively short and sweet. E3 2023 has been canceled. Probably should have seen the writing on the wall. In fact, we talked about this. I kind of predicted it may be shut down just a few days ago, right? With Ubisoft dropping out, IGN did some pretty good investigative journalism where Tencent's not going, Sega's not going, and then a bunch of others, EA, Warner Bros., none of them answered IGN of if they are or aren't going. And then they made the announcement today that E3 is no longer happening. And they talk about it basically being because of the interest. It did not garner sufficient interest to even be a thing. I really just quickly want to throw in the what's next, like what happens now. In the past years when E3 has not happened, even in the year where they announced it and they canceled it, I think in like January, right, where E3's in June, they announced it, but then they canceled it months and months earlier. Even when they did that, I believe they announced that they were going to do the next year as part of this initial statement saying that this year's is not happening. They did not mention, at least not what I'm seeing. Maybe you guys saw something that I didn't see. Let me know in the comments. But they didn't mention the next one. They did not mention 2024. I really think this is it. I think this was probably their best shot at coming back, at saying, okay, like the world's good now. We can definitely do, because other places are, you can do in-person events, and let's go for it. And if it didn't work this year, why in God's name? I truly mean this for all the positives and negatives of E3. We've talked about all of them on the channel. I just don't know how it would get any better as the years go on. If anything, these other publishers, these other corporations are only going to be more like independent. They're going to feel the ability that they can do these things on their own. Nintendo started it. Sony, Microsoft go with them. You know, EA has done their own thing in the past. Ubisoft, all of them. At Square Enix, I believe, did their own thing when they announced Life is Strange True Colors. They could do whatever they want. All these companies can. So, you know, again, we've talked about the positives of E3, about getting everybody together. We've talked about a lot of the negatives and the downward path. I don't want to make it too much about that, but I do just want to throw in, I don't expect, it's just my prediction. What does it actually matter to you guys? Make your own opinion. I totally respect that. I can't imagine E3 coming back. Like, maybe somewhere else that I'm not seeing, they said something for 2024. Maybe tomorrow they say, hey, we're still looking at doing something in 2024. If you weren't going to do it this year, what makes you think that Ubisoft is going to go to you next year? What makes you think Warner Bros. Is going to go to you next year? All these companies, it's over. It's over. Jeff Keighley kind of has a monopoly on this stuff now. The PAX around the world, you can do, I don't know how you say that in a plural, right? So I'll just say PAX. I mean, you can do these in other places. I don't think E3 has a place anymore. Not an opinionated thing of good or bad. I just don't think it has a place anymore in the industry. And clearly, companies are telling them, yeah, you're done. Like, you're not relevant anymore. There's no reason to go to you. There's no reason to pay you money to do this stuff. We're done. And so in some ways, I guess it's a pretty sad day, depending on how you look at it. And it may be even sadder, depending on how you look at it, if it doesn't ever come back. If this was their best and last shot at it, and because this failed, they're not going to do it next year. We'll see. I'll make, update videos whenever they happen. I still think June should be cool. I understand that 3 days of events back to back to back is factually more exciting for us than all these companies doing it at random days, random times with no synchronization. I get that it's messier. I think we'll be okay. I think this June will be okay without E3. Let me know what you think. Make sure you guys are subscribed, bell icon turned on, and I'll see you all on the next one.